channel. If you're new here, my name is Louise and my channel is a haul every Saturday at 5 o'clock, the one you're watching. I also do a live on a Sunday morning, and I randomly put up videos in between as and when, if something's happening or whatever. So if you enjoyed today's video and you want to become part of this YouTube family, there's a subscribe button. If you wanted to press that and become part of my YouTube family, that would be awesome, because we have a really good group of people here. If you enjoyed today's video and you want to give me a like, a comment, share, all that good stuff, that would be much appreciated. So just so you know, I do have fibro. I like to mention that as often as possible, just so you know that sometimes when my words come out a little bit wrong, sometimes I can't find the right words. You'll understand why. If I do catch it in editing, I'll put it somewhere on the screen, so you know, hopefully I'll catch it in editing if it does happen. So I have a £60 budget. Let's get on with it. Let's get on with the actual haul part. So I have a £60 budget. That's for me and my adult son. Hit £58.98, really close to it this week. This week, I mean, I always feel like it's a little bit different to most of my shops. It's not really. A lot of stuff is the same as every week. There's not a lot of fresh going on, because I did stock up really well last week and I haven't gone through an awful lot of it. You know, I have potatoes, I've got onions, I've got frozen, you know, green beans, veggies. The freezer is really full, so I couldn't get much freezer food anyway. I've still got pretty much every salad, part of a salad you can imagine, and I've got oranges and lemons and grapes still from a couple of weeks ago. So I have a lot of things, so this is just like to add to what I've got, stock up on a few more bits, because I like to keep my stocks going when I can. Yeah, so just in case you want, because you know, if you look at somebody's shop, it doesn't always make a lot of sense. But if I had any idea, like food ideas, I'll let you know that as I go along. I don't think I did this week. Again, I didn't have an awful lot of a list. A few bits my son gave me, like Corey gave me, a few bits on a list, because I like to, you know, he's at work in the morning, so I always ask him to send me a shopping list, so he did that. So I had a few bits on the list from that. There wasn't really much that I needed to particularly stock up on, so a lot of it was just work, you know, walking around and seeing what pulls me in. It gives me some ideas. The shop was pretty decent. Again, the bread section isn't particularly great. I don't know what's going on with, I don't know if it's just my local Asda or all of them, but most of the shelves are usually empty of bread products. Didn't get any actual bread this week. I still got about half a loaf going on, so I didn't really need that. So I'm not going to pick up bits that I don't necessarily need. You know, if I really need it, I'll pick it up during the week. I feel like that's it. Yeah, let's go with the haul. Right, so just as I got the camera off of the tripod, I remembered that I did forget something. I'm going to give you prices as we go along. If you add it up, you'll get a different total to me. The reason for that is I always donate 3 items to the food bank, and they're always 3 sanitary products. It's just been like that for a little while. I just fell into sanitary products, and that's what we do now. So it's 3 different types of absorbencies, and yeah, that I leave that at the store, because if I bring it home just to show you in the haul, it's going to sit around the house, because I'll keep forgetting to take it into the store. So I just put it straight in the food bank at the store. So I just like to let people know, because I have had people that add it up and there's discrepancies, and I don't want to go through that. You can figure it out for yourself, and then you'll know. So yeah, now we're going to get on with the haul. Okay, so fresh section, like I said, I do have my fridge, is like chock-a-block with all sorts of goodies going on in there. So, you know, I don't really need a lot to stock up. I just like to do that occasionally, just to show, because there's going to be somebody that's got an issue about something. So I just thought we'd quickly show you. So, yeah, I don't buy sweet corn that often. I'm the only one who actually eats this, unless Scott comes down for the weekend, and I'm not sure if he's coming down this weekend or not. And I just thought, you know what, if I fancy it, why do I not just get it for myself? So I treated myself. I like the small ones as well, because the large one is just too much, and with the fibro I'm having issues with my hands. Snapping them in half is a pain in the backside, so we just went with the small ones, and these ones are £1.50. I picked up small apples. They had the green ones. As I mentioned, I think it was last week, I like to just get the essential range ones, because you know, apples are apples to me. I always cut them into little bits anyway. I don't really eat an awful lot in one go. I just don't need it. I would say probably less than half an apple I eat in one go, but I do snack on it on and off throughout the day. So I do like the green ones, 99p for this packet. And yeah, I will just slice them up and put a bit of lemon juice in the fridge, and I'm good to go with it. Really enjoy that. I did buy the 4 pint of milk. Now I did check this out yesterday. I'm still drinking the milk that I bought, I think it was 2 weeks ago. The date on it, the use by date, apparently milk has a use by, not a best before. Says the 15th of April. And what are we on now? Can't remember. Very end of April now, and it's still good. So I got about half of it left, so I only wanted to get a 2 pint, but then when I looked, a 2 pint is £1.25, whereas a 4 pint is £1.45, 25p different, 20p different. My math's not working. 20p difference, and you're getting double the amount, and this has got till the 7th of May. So if you think that the one that I've already got is already, what, 2 weeks out, yeah, about 2 weeks out of date, isn't it? I'm trying to do the math in my head and it's just not working. So this is going to be good way past that date anyway. And for the price difference, I just thought it's worth getting it. Long explanations on this channel as well if you are new here. I got coleslaw again. I don't need it because we've got about half a packet left. Corey goes through phases and I don't get through a lot on my own. And I guess he's just not having any on his plate at the moment. But then he may suddenly just start having it and then this won't be enough. But this is £1.19 still. It's been yo-yoing in the past few weeks, but it's steadied at £1.19. This is the slightly more expensive one and it's the creamier one. That's why. And I get the 600 gram rather than 300 gram now. But it's just so good. It sort of ruined me for the other one. It is what it is. It's fine. Now I have wanted chicken slices for a while. I do like having my sandwiches. I'm trying to get like a bit more protein, a little bit less carbs. It's not really working out so well, but you know, for me, it's just take each day as it comes, and if it works, great. If it don't, it don't. I'm not going to beat myself up about it. But I've wanted the chicken slices. I'm really, really desperately not into ham whatsoever, which is weird when you think I've been eating bacon sandwiches. It makes no sense. I don't even question it anymore because I don't understand it either. £2.50 for this one. They didn't have it for a few weeks. They only had the smaller packet. This is 400 gram, and this one will last me, yeah, probably more than a week, unless Corey decides to have a sandwich. But it says approximately 40 slices. It's not bad, is it? Let's just go up to the back again. 2 tins of spaghetti. Now this is my absolute favourite spaghetti loops. It is the cheapest one. It's 19p, but it is just so nice. I do tend to eat them a few times a week, so I just like to keep my stocks up really. So I've got 2 of them. And they still got the baked beans and sausages at 20p a can, so I had to get a couple more. My cupboards, my tins, it's overfloweth. I'm going to have to start finding another place to start stocking things, but this is good. I like to know that I've got an awful lot of stock. It just makes me feel less anxious, because you know, sometimes you just don't know. Nowadays you just don't know. It's still within my budget, so we are good with it. I only got 1 pot noodle this week. It's still 65p. Just got the chicken and mushroom. Honestly, just couldn't think how many to get and what flavours, so I just went with one and walked away. Otherwise I would have spent way too much time there. This was on Corey's list. The nacho cheese is his absolute favourite. Probably should start stocking up on this a little bit, because there'll be a time when they haven't got this. It's £1.50 and it's really nice, and he does like his nachos and dips. As I've mentioned before, Corey always offers to pay extra towards the shopping, even though he puts in his fair share to all the shopping, all the bills in the house. He does offer to pay more because he knows the things that he wants are not frugal, and I struggle with getting my brain around buying them, but he will happily pay extra. The barbecue sauce, they had it at last. Our stocks aren't low. Again, I should have got more than one of these, shouldn't I? Because they haven't had them for a few weeks, and I don't want to run out of them. This is Corey's favourite sauce. He pretty much has barbecue sauce with everything, I think. Occasionally he'll shake it up and maybe have a bit of mayonnaise, but it's usually the barbecue sauce. This one is the it's like a sweet one. It's not a hot spicy type one, because you can get them. We're not a fan in this house. This is actually really nice. I very rarely have barbecue sauce, but when I do, this is a really nice one, and that's £1.20. I picked up some dairy milk Freddo. Again, you know me, and looking on Instagram and stuff. And because I got the Weetabix, I'm not loving it, but I'm not hating it. So I'm going to persevere with it for a little while, because I do like the feeling it gave me after, a quite satisfied feeling. So I'm thinking of just trying different things with it. The banana worked really nicely. I got some blueberries in the freezer, I was thinking that, and then I did see somebody put a Freddo in there, so I just thought, I've got to give it a go. And this one is £1.25. Now we have lots of snacks in this house. Again, I'm just going to keep stocking up with things. I just randomly found this, and I honestly realised today when I look around the shop, I look at the prices before I look at the products, just in case there's a deal on something, and it clearly works, because I never would have looked at this. This is something I just would never pick up. They're very, very tiny. I mean, look, that's an average biscuit, and they're very little diddy ones. Just wouldn't look at it. And it's a biscuit, what's it say? Raspberry flavour, crunchy biscuit with a delicious centre. 22p. That was literally the only reason. So I got one for Corey to give a go. And then I got one for Scott has his own snack box. He likes different types of snacks, but I thought maybe he'd like this, so I got a packet for him for that. And if Corey likes them, I will pick more of them up, because they are diddy little things, aren't they? And I bought the oat crumbles last week. Oh, thoroughly enjoyed them. Corey hasn't had a chance to try them yet. 77p. They'll just go in the box again. And like I said, I mean, sometimes we eat them, sometimes we don't, and I just ate them last week, so Corey hasn't had a chance to try them, so I still don't know if he likes them. But hey ho. Got these again. Now the reason I got these last week, as if you saw it, was because they were down to 90p, and I've never seen them that cheap. I don't need another packet. As I said before, it's going to last us a long time, because I don't really eat them that often. And Corey has piles of his own cereal. He goes through phases, and he's not on a phase at the moment. So he has all the leftover cereals that he bought when he was in the phases. We are weird in this house when it comes to food. So yeah, I have a whole packet of these sitting up on the cupboard. But they're 52p this week. That is literally the only reason I bought them. Yeah. I don't know. I should have bought it, but I did. I don't even know why. Honestly, one packet of these is probably going to last me about 2 years. I don't know. What can I say? The frugalness of me it was a bargain. Sugar. I just stocked up. Honestly, don't know what my sugar situation is, but I feel like we're getting fairly low. I'm not going to put this in the sugar pot. The sugar pot is the pot, you know, you use with your teas and your coffees. And it happens to have a lot of granulated, not granulated, it's granulated sugar, isn't what I'm talking about. It happens to have a lot of coffee in it. Oh, it's frustrating, but it happens. So as I'm making cake for my birthday next week on a live, I thought I should probably get some more sugar, just to make sure we don't have coffee flavoured sugar. This is £2.15. It is the 2 kilogram, but this, I mean, I would assume we probably only go through 2 of these in a year, maybe 3. Possibly, I don't know. We really don't go through much. But when you work out, like, you know, some items actually work out cheaper than larger product, but not all of them, so you always need to check. But this one did work out slightly cheaper. This was on Corey's list. It's £2.39 each. That, again, that's the reason why he offers, because £2.39 is what I'd pay for one batch of his fizzies normally. But he's really into it, and you know, we all need these little treats and things to keep us going, don't we? So he has 2 of them, as you can tell. The fact there's 2 there, I'm clearly hauling the same day that I purchased, and he's still in bed. So as he does night work, just in case you know and you think, oh, he's lazy being in bed later on in the day, but he does night work. So that's just Corey's thing. This is also Corey. I buy the energy drinks. He doesn't drink coffee, but he needs a caffeine fix to get him through his shift, because it is a very long shift. And these are, weirdly, been 45p for a long time now. That's why I've been buying them. But he also does enjoy this summer fruits one more than the plain one. And it works out cheaper doing this at the moment. It's down to 42p instead of 45. Very strange, but we're going with it. All saves a few pennies, doesn't it? And this just... I was looking at my cactuses this way, actually the day before, and I thought I've got to repot some of them because they're getting too big for their pots. And I thought, oh, okay, I do need to go pot shopping at some point, because I want some nice ones for my windowsill. And I just turned the corner, and straight away this just spoke to me. And I wouldn't have bought it, because I'm not going to pay full price, or like as the price, I mean, £4-6 normally, but it was down to £2. And it was the only one on the shelf, which is a shame because we're a little couple. I feel sorry for the lady next to me. She was standing there for a little while and I feel like she possibly wanted it, but she didn't pick it up. So, you know, you snooze, you lose. £2. And I know it's not shopping, but I bought it in my Asda shop. And it's got little gnomes and it's got mushrooms and little snails. And I just thought it was cute. It's got the stopper in the bottom as well, which I really like because I don't like the the solid ones. I try to avoid them because a lot of plants actually like feeding from the bottom up. Just a random tip, not all of them, and I'm not good enough to tell you which ones they are either. Told you I talk a lot. So I had to get the white baps again. These are the slightly more expensive ones because they're still not doing the ones in the fresh section that were £4 for £1. They're only doing the 2 for 70p. So this is £1.25, but Corey did ask for burgers as well, and this is the right size for the chicken burgers, so we went with that. Pizza was on his list. Now I was going to get the normal stuffed crust. It's £2.60, and then I looked at it and I can't tell you because I can't remember, but this one, weight wise, there was a lot more weight in it, so it was only 40p more. This is down to £3 at the moment. You know, if you've been here, you know. When it comes to the Chicago town, if they've got the honey salami one, that's the one I'd get because it's amazing, but they didn't have any. This one's down to £3. It's a magnificent meat feast and it's a stuffed crust. It's got a tomato sauce in it. I don't know if this is any good. I don't know if we've tried it before. We possibly have. My memory just, some things I remember and some things I just don't. So it's not going to be bad though, because all this Chicago's, I don't think we've ever had a bad Chicago town one. I'll give them that. They are good at their pizzas, and they're consistent as well. £3 is actually a really, really good price as well. But I'm going to let Corey know, like, I do want to try some so he can, because he eats different times to me. He'll cut me a slice off and leave it out for me. So I will be able to let you know next time. He actually put that he wanted curly fries if there was any available. So these are £1.80 for a 750 gram packet. Would have got more for money if I got just the plain ones, but he fancied these, and I rarely have the chips anyway, so if that's what he fancies, he gets it. Ran out of vitamin D's, didn't realise until I was doing my tablets on the last live. Only had a few left. So these are £1.50 each. You get 60 in them. Yeah, 60 in them, or you can get 3 for the price of 2. So I got 3 for the price of 2 because it's something I'm always deficient in. I mean, most people in England are deficient in vitamin D anyway, because clearly we don't get to see the sun enough if we want to. You know, it's just England, isn't it? Yeah, so I just stocked up on those. Corey asked for the Doritos, as I mentioned. These are on the deal, £1.50 at the moment. It's the only time I really buy them is when they go down to the £1.50, because they're normally £2.50, and that's just ridiculous. Cheesy ones is the one he would probably pick. I hope that's the one he would pick, because that's the one he's got now. He didn't specify a flavour, so I had to just go with it. I'm sure this is the one he'd want. Anyway, £1.50. The crisps, they're always on the menu. They didn't have many left. It's just one of those things. It's just a standard, always going to be there. £3.60 for 24 bags. There's 6 prawn cocktails, 6 cheese and only 6 salt and vinegar, and 6 ready salted. Just making sure I don't miss anything. I got the Lenore. This is the scent booster. They're on a deal. I only buy them again when they're on a deal. They're ridiculously priced, but they do last quite a while. They are very, very good. They really do scent your clothes, and you know, with Corey working in a warehouse, you know, there's certain, I don't know what it is, it's like oily smells they pick up in warehouses. It's weird. It doesn't matter what warehouse they work in, it always smells the same, and it's a little bit harder to get rid of. Also don't like the liquid softeners, because I keep finding like oil marks on clothes. So this is the way to go for us in this house. And it's down to £3 from 6, so that's pretty good. I think it's 6, it could be 5, I think it's 6. So that's pretty decent, but like I said, that's going to last a long time as well. And Corey specifically wanted the chicken strips. I'll mention it just in case you are new here. This is actually a 1 kilogram bag for £6. This is the chicken strips, which Corey, well, I've only recently found these ones, but he really enjoys these ones a lot more. He is a southern fried boy. But there is a range of them in this style. They're all the black packaging with the big red thing across it. They are larger bags. I think they start off at 800 grams, they go to a 1275 grams. And they're all slightly different. You've got the chicken strips, chicken chunks, some are in batter, some are in breadcrumbs. They're all slightly different. So this is £6 for a kilogram. This isn't the best price for weight for your money. If you want the best weight for your money, it's a 1.275 kilogram, and it's chicken chunks, but I can't remember if it's in batter or breadcrumbs. I can't tell you that because I can't remember that bit. But it's £5.50, so that's definitely better for you price-wise and everything. And that's it of the Asda. And I just realised I went into Iceland and there was 2 things should be sitting here, but the other one isn't sitting here, so bear with me for a second. So that's what should have been sitting here. I put it in the fridge because it's been a few hours since I've been home. I needed to sit down. This was not like intentional, like this was not on a list or anything like that, but I have been, like I said, I want to get my protein up, and one of the things that stops me is preparation. So I thought, let's try this. This was the only one. That's the real reason I got it. £5 for 1.7 kilograms of chicken breast, fresh chicken breast. And what I'm going to do is cook it all up, and then I'm going to, well, this is the plan, I really hope I stick to this, cook it all up, then weigh it all out, work out the calories and everything, so that I can do it into portions. I got those little bags last week, and then I'm going to flavour a lot of them, because I've got the Nando sauce that I bought the other week, and I found some sweet chilli in the fridge, so I can do different flavoured ones, put them all in the bags, put them in the freezer, and they're ready to go. I can just get them out before I go to work in the morning, and I've got the protein part of my meal when I get home, because that's what stops me. It's me being impatient and being really hungry, because I get too hungry. And this is just such a bargain. It couldn't be left. I can't believe somebody actually walked past this. Like that, such a good price. I mean, all the rest did just have this ticket on, so they were £2 off anyway. But yeah, that's an amazing price. So I couldn't just leave it. Let's hope that I prep. Keep your fingers crossed for me that I actually stick to this and do some prep work. Chicken burgers was on Corey's list. I did pick their own ones up, which were £3.50 for 4, which is a really good deal. But then I come across these, and these are £2.50 for 4 of the chicken quarter pounders. Normally they would be like, the best deal is £2 for 2, so this is a really awesome deal. And Corey specifically had chicken burgers on his list. Now if you've not had these, it's got like a Rice crispy sort of coating to them. I know somebody said that that's the thing that actually puts them off, but for us here, that is literally what makes them. They're just so amazingly crunchy, and the chicken is always decent chicken in there, so highly recommend that if you've not tried them at that price. Need to get down there. And that's our haul. So I hope you enjoyed today's haul. I hope some of the prices have helped out if you was comparing them to other stores, or if you're just being nosy and want to see what type of foods I'm buying or what type of foods they have in England. I mean, the reason I watch hauls is because of being nosy. So yeah, I am doing a live tomorrow morning, 7 AM Greenwich Mean Time, just in case you're not in England, because I do have people from all over the world coming into the chat. If you fancied having a chat, or you just want to hang out, you're sitting in bed and you're a bit bored, come along, have a chat with me. It's getting better. I have a new mod. What's for tea is my new mod. I'm sure she won't mind me saying, because she's in there and you'll see it. She is on it. She makes it so nice in there. Before there was so many trolls, she gets them out immediately. So the chat is so much nicer in there, just in case that's what puts you off. I do pay attention to pretty much all of the comments. I find it hard doing anything because I don't want to miss anybody's comments. But yeah, it's a really nice morning. I am there for 4 hours normally. Just happens. I don't know, it just happens. So there's lots of times to dip in, dip out if you want to do that. I'm going to go now because, you know, like, as you can tell, I talk a lot. So I can make this video very, very long if I wanted to, but I'm not going to. This is the haul. So we've got to try and stick to it as much as possible. So I am sending out good vibes as I always do. I hope you're catching some, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.